this is Short Me Tina from shortmetina.com, doing a quick video recap of ticker symbol COST, Costco. So this was actually a trade that the community took at shortmetina.com. The stock or the trade did not work out in our behalf, and so we took the loss. We took the 3% loss, but I'm doing this video for a couple of reasons. One, again, to remain transparent. We're not only going to do video recaps of our winners, we also want to do video recaps of our losers, because it does a couple of things. Sometimes it can dictate or indicate, what not to do, but in this particular case, I'm doing it, one, to be transparent, and not necessarily what not to do, but I'm giving this idea to the public for free, or this trade idea, again, to the public for free, because I still believe in the stock and in the story. It just so happens in this moment, at this particular time, the levels that we got in, which was a fairly decent level, somewhere around here, 156, 157, this little consolidation area, it did not hold. And as you can see, for the past 3 days, we've actually shed a lot from the most recent high of 182. That's about a 30-point swing. I don't know exactly, but that's probably like a 20% decline in a matter of 2 months or so. It could be less, it could be a little bit more. But I'm giving you guys this as a trade idea because, again, I think that this stock, even as a trade or an investment, can produce decent returns. I think as a tradable idea, we can see a quick bounce, again, because we've shed, although it's been this kind of drip, drop, we've shed about 30 points in the matter of 2 months or so, which is a lot. And with earnings seasons right around the corner, providing that earnings remain decent, right? And Costco recently reported earnings. The earnings were fine. They were great, in fact. So again, with the rollout of the third quarter and looking back at earnings, if collectively earnings are good, I think, again, the bull market can continue, and I think that we can see an uptrend or an uptick with Costco, ticker symbol COST. So I'm going to give you some support levels here. Where I'm looking at to get in, believe it or not, is somewhere around the 141, 142 area, which represents the 52-week low. I know a lot of folks don't like buying stocks that are trading below the 52-week low, but in this case, it's Costco. It's a company that's been around for a very long time. I get it. Amazon is doing a lot of great things. They are, they're crushing, I guess, any market that they decide to enter. They're like dominant in terms of e-commerce, and with their bid for Whole Foods, they definitely, or folks think that they pose a threat for Costco. And that might be the case longer term, right? 10, 15 years out. But within the next 5, 6, 7 years, or even within the next few months, I think this stock can definitely give you something like at minimum about 10 to 15% return. So again, ticker symbol Costco. Community took the trade around this mini consolidation area, around 156, 158. Those levels didn't hold. We gapped down, and we eventually stopped at around 151, representing about a 3% decline. Okay, so on, what else do I want to talk about? Sunday night's watch list. Super important. Well, it's not super important, but another trade idea. So what you're looking at right now is my watch list for this week, 7/10 to 7/14. I release it every Sunday night for free at shortmetina.com. Generally speaking, I usually just put on my watch list stocks I believe can provide returns, whether it be to the upside or the downside. Again, whether it be on via a long or via a short. I don't, however, in my watch list, I don't indicate whether or not I'm bullish or bearish on the stock. I just more or less indicate that it's a stock to watch. So if you're a new investor, that might not necessarily be something that is helpful to you, But if you've been around the block, I would say a couple of months, even if you've been trading for a few months or 6 months, and have some kind of inkling on how the market works, this can be a useful vehicle, again, for free, that you can utilize if you're looking for trade ideas. And so first up to bat in terms of earnings, this Friday, I believe we have banks rolling out. I think on Friday, don't quote me, I think we have JP Morgan and possibly Wells Fargo's. But the first up to bat again for earnings is financials. And so a lot of folks are very, again, as I stated in my free watch list, I indicated that a lot of folks are bullish on financials, US financials in particular, but I am bullish on Chinese financials, ticker symbol CHIX. So let's look at XLF, the ETF via Spider. All right, let's look at the XLF. Hold a second. Let me figure this out. Okay, sorry about that. So we're looking at the XLF. We're looking at the daily 12 months. That's the U.S. financial sector ETF. And again, it's been trading more or less. I like to look at ranges, right? I like to look at consolidations. It's a pretty wide range, right, for the past month, but starting around, I would say, December, late last year. So we're more than midway. It's about 7 months in. Stock has been trading. I would say we have two ranges, right? We have this range here. We broke up, we dipped down. Again, we're breaking out. And so I see, rather we're breaking out here. We broke out, we pulled back, and I see overhead resistance right here at around 25.30, 25.50, something like that. Is there a possibility that we can touch resistance and break through, which is a very bullish indicator? Absolutely. But I'm actually betting on the fact that we will hit resistance and have a throwback or fall back. I'm a lot more bullish. And for full disclosure, and I already drew the line, but for full disclosure, the community is actually in this trade. We got into this, and we've actually held this trade for, I want to say, a few months now, but we actually got into this trade in the lower 14s, right? So we're up about perhaps 7 or 8% on the trade. And the reason that I'm more bullish on Chinese financials, again, this is another ETF versus US financials, is with US financials, right? The ETF, we are approaching resistance, right? Whereas with ticker symbol CHIX, Chinese financials, we actually already broke above for the year resistance levels, and we are consolidating here, and we've been consolidating since May, right? So I'm expecting at some point, I mean, yeah, there could be a throwback, but for the most part, I think we're actually going to go on to penetrate these highs and probably hit around 17 or 18, representing 2 more points or upside of about, I don't know the percentage, maybe 10%, another 5 or 10% move. So at any rate, those are my trade ideas for the public, to the public rather, for free. Costco, we were stopped out of this trade, got in around 156. Support, or which was kind of weak support, but it is what it is. Support broke. We're sitting at 151. We're out the trade. We took the 3% loss. I'm looking to get back in as both a trade and a long-term investment. Maybe I just have to ride out this whole Amazon Prime Day. I'm not quite sure how that's affecting Costco, but it looks like it is, and other big giants such as Walmart. But at any rate, I'm waiting for it to get around the 140, 142 level. If it ever gets there, let's see how it acts around there. And I'm looking to get into the trade around there. XLF, US financials. I wouldn't go long at these levels via the ETF or any individual trades like Bank of America or JP Morgan rather. I wouldn't go long any individual banks again. It looks like we're approaching resistance. However, very bullish on Chinese financials. Why? We're breaking out, or we broke out rather, on the yearly, and we've been consolidating now for the past 2 months. And when you break out and you can consolidate, chances are you're going to have a continuation, and that's what I'm betting on. So short me Tina, shortmetina.com, reviewing three potential trade: COST, XLF. I wouldn't short it, but if you want to short it, go ahead. And CHIX, definitely very bullish on that. All right, so head on over to shortmetina.com, join us, sign up. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for the follow.